Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be adding employee provident fund data to our tracking investment sheets, and also we'll be adding some graph and pie chart to the data. So let's start. So first let's create a new sheet for employee provident fund data. We'll call it EPF, and on top we'll create one row for total data and total investment. So just write total investment and total value, total current value. Then we start from April, from the start of financial year, and we go till March. And let's add balance. Next column will be the deposit, and this will be deposit, and this deposit will come from employee contribution, employee plus employer contribution. And next will be pension contribution. Although this amount doesn't matter because the pension is calculated as per the formula, but here we are just mentioning it because it is present in the employee provident fund member passbook as well. So we will track this data also. So then comes the interest rate, then the interest calculated, and then balance. And on top we will add the previous year balance, previous balance. Okay, let's color this. Okay, so we will write here the financial year. So let's start from 2010, 2011, and let's say you started your job from this financial year, so the previous balance will be 0. And let's say you started around September, so previous month data will be 0. And same for pension contribution, it will be 0. Interest rate for this financial year was 9.5%, which is very good. Nowadays it's very low. Currently it's around 8.1%. And interest, we will see how we calculate this. So let's say you are contributing 1000 rupees from September. Mostly for a financial year this data remains same, but in middle, if your salary increases, this data can also change. And in pension contribution, let's say we have 200 rupees. So all these data I am taking randomly. It is not calculated in any way. And balance will be, now this balance will be sum of previous balance plus the deposit we made in April. So this will be the data. So here it is suggesting, so we'll ignore that. Now in next, the previous balance is this, and the current deposit is made. Now we can track this. So as you can see, we started from September, and in March we invested around 7,000 rupees. So we'll here sum the data of deposit. We will sum the pension contribution, and interest rate will remain same. Interest we will calculate, let's put 0 for now, and we will sum it. And balance will be this amount, plus interest, total interest. So this is the balance. Now, so how to calculate the interest? So first, if we use, there is two ways to calculate the interest. So one is using the formula that I'll show you in a while. Second is the employee provident passbook tells you like how much interest you gain in this financial year. So generally, like it should be updated in April. So let's say we are in financial year 2010 and 2011, and we go to next financial year. The interest should be mentioned in the passbook, but this interest gets mentioned around September, October of the next financial year. So so that's the main issue of EPF interest. We get to know it after a while, but it is used for the calculation. So no matter if it's not shown on your passbook, if it's shown at the end of October or at the end of April, doesn't matter, because whatever calculation happens includes that amount. So you do not lose any interest money. So that's not an issue. Okay, so let's see how we. So first you can directly copy the interest from the EPFO member passbook. So let's say in your account for this financial year the interest is 1000, and just put it at the March, and you can see like the total amount was this at the end of financial year, and this was the deposit. So we can write total investment is this, and total current value is okay. So now let's say you move into next financial year, so you just need to copy this table, paste it. Now here we will change the year 2011 12. The interest rate was 8.25, and let's say your salary get increased and now you are contributing 1200 rupees. So mostly it will remain same for the year. You can fill this data from member passbook as well if in middle your salary changes or increases. And let's say pension also increased by 50 rupees. And this is the previous year balance. So here we will make sure that we have the correct data. So now you can see for this year we have contributed around 14,000, and this is the pension contribution, and interest we will come to that, and this is the current balance. So at this financial year you just need to update it, update the cell address here. So total investment will be this, and total current value will be this. So this is this also we have to take this amount. So here okay, so yeah, this is sum of I5 I17, so it should be I6 because we only want to take this data, and then we want previous year investment data, so we'll just click this. So now this is the total investment as of now. It also it includes previous year data as well as current year data. Okay, and pension contribution also we can just add previous year data here. So now we have previous year data and current year data, and here we have already used the previous year data, so this data is correct. And for this financial year also you can just copy paste the interest that was provided by the employee provident fund member passbook. So let's say here you got 3,000, so this will be your current value. So this will be your current value. Yeah, so it is the total investment and this is your current value. Now let's calculate the interest. If we calculate the interest, and why I do not want you guys to calculate the interest. It's better to just pick it from the employee provident fund member passbook, so that will be easier. And if we calculate the data, that data also mismatches with this interest rate, and I'll come to that. So how we will calculate the interest? So interest is basically total balance minus current month deposit. So we do not calculate interest on current month deposit, so we have to remove it from the balance. So balance at the end of current month minus current month deposit multiply by the interest rate, which is 9.5, so which becomes 0.095, and because we are calculating monthly, we have to divide by 12, so it will become 0 here. And if we drag it, so you can see actual interest rate, the interest that was calculated was 47 rupees 0.5 paisa, and we can correct the decimal places here, decrease, you can increase, you can keep it up to 3 decimal places. And so ideally, so this value should be given to you by the employee provident fund website, but mostly I've seen the value given is not exactly this, so they will give you around like 165, or in some cases 160. And if the interest data is in thousands, let's say 10,000, 20,000, then the data value mismatches around 200 to 300 rupees. So that's why it's better to take this interest data directly from the member passbook and not calculate it. But if we are calculating, so this is the way we can again copy this formula here. And here we have M6 minus I6. And just drag it. So there is your interest and there is your current value. So now you have like this way you can track your EPF data. Now let's add to the total investment sheet. So here we will make a row and we will write EPF and just copy this. Sorry, we have to okay, so equal to EPF because we are using EPF sheet, and then we have to provide the B2 and D2. So it is B2 and this is D2, and just release format data. So now you have your data here in total investment sheet. This is the total investment, this is the current value. So this is how you can track your employee provident fund data to this tracking sheet. Now let's come to the second part. So let's add some pie chart. So here we can add the pie chart. So we can select this, or we can just give it type of investment, and yeah, so we can select this column and this. So now we have selected this, the type of investment and current values, and we'll just go here like insert chart, and automatically it detected that we want a pie chart. Or otherwise you can like select here what type of chart you want. You can add column chart, it will show you the values in rupees, type of investment, like which SBJ has around 3 lakhs or PPF investment has above 3 lakh and Access small cap has below 1 lakh, or better use pie chart. So this is what I use for my investment tracking sheet. So it tells me like how my money is divided among different investment types. You can rename these as well, just double click it and you can put Access MF, and same way you can put Tata MF, and overall you can select these and do bold, so the font will change. You can change the colors for these. This pie chart, you can change the heading. So this is how you can add a pie chart to your total investment sheet. Also, let's add a graph. So for graph, I am using Access Mutual Fund. So we need 2 columns. Just make some room for 2 columns. So here are 2 columns. So one, we need dates, and we will just copy the dates here. It is date, and just drag it, so it will pick the dates from here, and we want here we want the quantity of the shares we have or quantity of the units we have. And let's not do this here. Let's insert a column to the left. So here we'll do quantity of the units. So here the quantity is this, and this will be this format. So this is the quantity we have on this date, and at this date we have the quantity. So just we will use previous plus this, and we'll just drag it and we will format the data. And as you can see, at 5/4/2022 we have this much of quantity, which is this. So now we will add one more column, value. On this date, what was the value? The value will be simple. So quantity into NAV, and this is giving us the suggestion which is correct, so we'll take it. So at 1 April 2022, 1st April 2022 we have this much of value, and then 2nd April 2022 we have this much of value. So almost we are investing in same month. Oh sorry, 2nd is the date, so it is 1st, so 4th January. So 4th January 2022 we have this much of value. In Feb we have this, March, April, and then in April again we did a lump sum investment, and then this is April, May, and again like on the same date we did the. So let's change this date to 6. So May, June. So we have these many months of data, and we want a graph on dates and value. So just select this dates and value and just go to insert chart, and it automatically like adds a graph. And now we can update this. So first we will remove these columns. So we'll just put hide columns. So these columns are hidden, and here it is telling us like the chart needs the hidden data, so we'll say okay, include the data. So now the chart has that data which we have hidden. And yes, like you have to maintain that hidden data if you are adding more SIPs to your sheet, so that data also needs to be modified. But if you are using the formula and you do just add row, so that data will automatically get added to those hidden sheets, hidden rows, hidden columns, sorry. So now this chart is generated, so let's update it a little so it looks, so that it can look a little nicer. Just move it here and we'll say edit chart. So first we will select this line, and here we want the points where we did the investment. So here point size is none, so we'll do 7, and you can make it any shape, so we made it circle. So now it shows okay, first investment was here, second, third, fourth, 5, 6, 7, so it has 7 values. And for dates, we can make it bold, we can click here, we can change the text share value in INR, we can make it bold, we can also update this investment value versus date, or current value versus dates. And also for horizontal axis we can like slant it a little, so we can use 30° and the data will be like this. We can make it bold, we can also make these bold. So now we have this beautiful graph here. We can move it, put it at the side, and it will tell you like how your money is growing. And you can hover it around and you will see the values on different dates. So this is how you can add some graph and pie chart to your data, which will give you a visual look of your investment. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, and please share the video with your friends. Thank you. Till next time. Goodbye.